Welcome back to the Fantasy Countdown.
And welcome to Week 6 8th Street Connection Show. How are we doing, Devin?
Better after a big Week 5 W. That's all I know.
What does that feel like? I'm searching long and hard for that second win after Week 1.
You just got slippery slope.
It's not even a slope, it was just a cliff.
Dude,
Straight down.
The league where I thought there was going to be separation, all of a sudden, I look back, and it's like I'm looking at the NFC East standings tonight. It's like, holy shit. It's a lot closer than I think, just a bunch of dog shit.
I know.
That's kind of how I feel right now with a lot of our middle guys.
Nobody's undefeated. Nobody's winless. Everybody's in that 1 through 1 and 4, 4 through 1, or 4 and 1 record. Everybody's got a chance. Nobody's locked up a playoff spot quite yet. There's a lot to be decided in these next couple weeks. You got any other info to talk about before we get into the Week 5 review?
Not too much. I did hear early reports that after talking with various members of our league, that certain players like Antonio Brown have been thrown around in trade talk. Christian McCaffrey, I've heard, has been dangled. Certain guys looking for running backs, certain guys looking for wide receivers. It's been kind of, if I had the access to the Shelfter account, I would make it super active. So if the one member in this league just wants to text me the info, I would gladly take over the account.
You are definitely Shelfter. Give up the charade.
I can't.
So it is you.
No, fuck. No. Vocabulary is too large for me.
That is your go-to. All right. We'll start with week in review with the roommates. That is Austin Nelson and Matt Zebarth. The old meat beaters are looking bad. As highlighted by Tom in the Pretenders Contenders article, you should definitely take a read at that on the league site with a read. Zeebs is downhill once Geo is no longer relevant. Alvin Kamara's got Mark Ingram there. I don't know. This team's not looking nearly as good as it once did, and the Desperate Dragons pulled out a big win to get them to 2-3.
Are you saying his team's not looking as good as when he put a 175 spot on me last week?
Yep, I'm going to say it is much worse than that, as he scored 100 less points than the week before.
Fuck. Yeah. Come on, Mark Ingram. That was so. Were they just feeding the steroid beast Monday night, or what was the dealio?
I don't know. I think Alvin Kamara is no longer useful. I think he's going to get 4 touches a game.
I think Kamara should be on the trade block right now for dirt cheap.
But
no,
I'll take him.
I don't know how you have a 100-point swing from week to week, but the Desperate Dragons.
The same players, basically.
Yeah, the Desperate Dragons. I feel like his wide receivers have so much potential. They just don't.
I mean, they hit week 1. They hit week 1, but since then, nothing.
Tyreek the Freak has been kind of quiet. Keenan Allen is giving up all of his touchdowns to my boy.
Just you wait this week when he's playing me. Preview to week 6 preview, but they'll definitely come alive, I'm sure.
Desperate Dragons got lucky.
Yeah. Playing the lowest score on the slate is always a good day.
Yeah.
All right. Next one, we had Mr. Casey Brugman, who was on the show last week, put up 108, gets his second win over Isaac, who put up 105.
Oof.
It was Isaac's team solid. He had a bad matchup with Mahomes against Jacksonville, and that second running back spot's gonna haunt him, I think. But he can get that fixed. Team's looking really good. And then Casey seems really good. I like that squad a lot.
Yeah, thanks to Mike McCarthy's absolute fucking incompetence to be an NFL head coach anymore. Let's not give Aaron Jones the ball. So, Isaac, I'm sorry you gave me Babytron for him. I fully expected him to do more, so let's clear my name. But no, I mean, even with Julio putting up an 8 spot, coming down to a Deshaun Watson Sunday night, little charade, But it was exciting.
That was really fun. I I thought a pick at the end was going to seal it or not seal it, but put Isaac in the lead. I was kind of low key rooting for that, but
hey, we've you and I have had that situation before, coming down to a late night game.
No, it's always fun. It's always fun.
You love it, but yeah, Casey's starting to catch momentum.
Yeah, he is. He is, and he had Ingram on the bench for 20 points too.
Yeah, and he's
both these teams are looking really good going forward. I think they were both labeled contenders in Tommy's article.
As they should be, Isaac's growing a lot. Team Victory Lap. After talking with him on Monday, really ecstatic about the big win.
He even texted me about trades. He's all in now. He is all in.
Oh my god! And so our guest appearance tonight can't give any names, but it is a guarantee. Like, it is throw everything out the window, baby. 100% chance you're gonna win. On the show.
If the past predicts anything in the future, it's 100% chance they win.
Exactly.
All right. Next game we had Rudy's chance. Kirk Cousins and Kyle Rudolph could not get it done for Patrick Sorum as his team loses 97-108 against Zeke and Destroy. Ellie moves into 4-1, tied atop the league lead with -2 for Mason Crosby. He'll put up 108. Ellie's team's looking super solid. I love Cooper Kupp, Zeke, James White's been so good. It doesn't look on paper, if you like at the beginning of the season, it wouldn't look like it'd be so good, but it's putting up points every single week consistently.
Right. So Cooper Kupp just like hopping out of the game with a concussion, just kind of random. Didn't even see the hit, no idea about it.
Yeah, that's what they said. Brandon Cooks went out. He had a massive hit, and then Cooper Kupp just left in the first half. He already had 18 fantasy points because, of course. And then he just didn't enter back in.
Yeah. Anytime your kicker goes negative, but you still scrounge out a W, kudos.
Yeah, I've been relying on my kicker to give me 10 points to manage 85 points. So I can imagine how great it would feel to have 108 points with -2 as my kicker.
Yeah, and switching to the other side of the fence, TJ Yeldon and Christian will be fine since Fournette's out until week 10, but I want nothing to do with that Falcons backfield. And
so gross.
Yeah, and Golden was in a bad situation, I guess, when they jumped out to such a big lead. And
no, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Crabtree's just kind of. He dropped or did he get a touchdown called back? I think that's what
he dropped one, or maybe it's both. I don't know. He's got 8 drops this season. He's leading the league in drops. That's all I know.
Ooh. So we're gonna we'll just say it was probably both. He probably had 4 chances at a touchdown.
Yeah, there you go. I'm sure that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next one. Dylan Alderman gets off the schneid. Big win over Tommy Potter. He has the highest score of the week. Tom had the second highest score, if I remember correctly. Gets the loss. It's always a tough one. But Dylan's team finally came through. Of course, Tommy's running back said he traded him. Chris Carson, James Conner won him the week. So that's kind of funny. But
no, that Steelers game is just points. Over. Give me everything.
Did you have money on that?
No, I don't want to talk about sports betting anymore.
What happened? How about it weeks 1 and 2?
Fuck, dude, I had a bad weekend.
What was the worst one? What was the worst one, or the one that missed by the most?
I put a lot of money Saturday on West Virginia. Got it to cover this. No, I picked Auburn. Auburn big -3 when they were playing at. I don't remember. I was really drunk. Lost a lot of money. I'm over it. Anyway.
The game's tense, all right. 7 seconds left.
All right. Anything to say about the DA and Tommy's teams?
Hey, well, Breed is dead, but Tommy's got a nice little trio of wide receivers since Baker's just gonna keep feeding. McCoy keeps getting the ball 5 times a game. He'll be fine.
I think you should go take a look at the league most recent activity.
As far as so this is new. Wow.
This is why we didn't start at 7 o'clock when he texted me. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do the trade or not.
Dude. Well, okay, so
we can. I'll let Shell look at the trade, and I'll move on to the next. We got part of like an ACL tear, getting his first loss of the season to the old roommate Brett Bergeson and Truck Streams. He gets off he as well as Dylan get off the schneid. The last team to get their first win, but better late than never with DeAndre Hopkins putting up a huge game Sunday night on outlasting Drew Brees and Michael Thomas on Monday night. So that was a big one for Brett. I still think his team was solid, but he needs Dalvin Cook to get back. That would be huge for him. Trapp is super good as well. So it's going to be tough for Trapp this week without the Saints stack. That's his bread and butter so far this year. Surprised I didn't play him this week, huh?
You can't just throw a trade on me. Like, I'm totally flabbergasted. You know, I'm out of my element. I gotta regroup. We'll think about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. We'll go on to the game of the week, which was my squad, the Dark Lords versus the Mia Khalifas. I think you used your special powers Sunday morning.
I gotta make sure my girlfriend isn't around. Anyway, so I definitely thought about using the power.
You definitely did.
No, I didn't. I swear to God. She passed the old scroll, but I'm like, you know what? That's a great power.
Is that a Sunday morning ritual? Wake up, a little hungover,
a little
get rid of the demons.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta cure a headache, relieve some. But yes, no, I did not unleash the power on you. I didn't need to. I knew going into this would be fine.
Yeah, and you were very much fine.
Like Johnson, kind of just made me, you know.
You made you sweat it, dude.
Yeah, but since your two guys that put up 20 are no longer on the team, I don't want to discuss your team. I just want to talk about me because I'm just really happy with my squad. George Kittle, the greatest blocking, receiving tight end in the NFL right now. Mark it down. I'm going to find John Gruden's home, light the fucking place on fire, and then go kill Derek Carr. If Amari Cooper does not get fucking involved in this offense, I can't stand it.
Why do you keep starting him?
Because he might get 25.
I guess. He might get 1 for 10, though.
But guess what? Even when he puts up a 1.5, I'm still getting a 120 spot.
Yeah. All right. That's it for the week 5 review. Real quick, we'll do the free agent report, which was
getting Eagles running back.
Yeah. I actually didn't think I was gonna get the old small cock. I knew Zeebs was gonna get him, but I put an aggressive bid out there. But Zeebs got Wendell Smallwood for $52, who currently has -1 point on the Sunday night game. So, well done. Did he start him this week? Yes, he did. Who else went? We had Chuck's Dream pick up Corey Clement for 36. A lot of big offers on the two boys there. Then, of course, we had Storm pick up Robbie Anderson for $11 for what is now his 9th wide receiver on the squad. That has
didn't he pick up some more of my leftovers?
Did he? Let's see.
Yes.
Who else did Rudy Chance pick up? Oh, was it today?
Yeah, Christian Kirk.
Oh yeah, he did pick up Christian Kirk. He loves hoarding wide receivers. It's funny. All right, who else?
Everyone know Pierre Garçon is available.
All right, nobody wants Pierre Garçon. I picked up James Winston, and Angry Dragons pick up Niles Paul. That was the top 5 pickups. Niles Paul was an interesting one, but
I got Ty Montgomery, so
yeah, that was today.
Oh yeah, it might be.
All right. Oh,
not Niles Paul.
ran to the one, didn't score. Got a pass from the one, caught it, didn't score.
Oh.
Cock's not in the game. Sorry.
Small cock, not in the game. That's all right. All right.
If he keeps spoiling shit for me, I'm gonna kill him.
Speaking of Tom, we'd like to interview Tom, but I think he's probably want to watch his boy Carson Wentz score a touchdown here. So
Better be touchdown to Ertz.
we will we'll preview week 6 until he's done, and then he can come on up here. So first game of week 6 that we'll talk about here is Team Victory Lap versus the Meat Beaters. Both teams are 2-3. Meat Beaters have put up the second most points in the league, so it's kind of tough sitting at 2-3 for him, but his team's not looking great right now with Alvin Kamara on bye, starting Smallcock and Freeman. Cooks might be out. Corey Clement just scored a rushing touchdown. Not looking good, but Casey's team's looking really good. Odell, Julio, Sony. Super solid. I like Casey this week. Who do you like, Shell?
So I am going to do a new stint this week. We're going to put my drawing abilities, since we just bought a whiteboard for our apartment. So I'll let you know via drawings as quick as I can. But just a quick rundown. You've got to think, one of these weeks when we say Julio's going to get a touchdown, he's going to get a touchdown. So I'm going to
I think this is the week. This is
home. Yeah, I hope so. Carlos Hyde, Tony Michelle, little haymaker Lindsey. Meat Beaters running back situation right now is in a bad situation.
It's bad. It's bad.
And it's crazy how much that just changed in 1 week. Like,
right?
Kamara gets you a 40 spot. No, I don't need a second running back, actually. So, but no. My drawing abilities tell you, are we giving predictions? Yeah, I'm giving my predictions.
Yeah. I already said I.
Victory lap, greater than 15.
That's good. All right. Next one. We got Tommy Potter. It's been a star of the show thus far. Versus Matt Ellingson. We have already a couple scores on the board. Wentz threw touchdown to Elshon for Ellie. So he's up 11 to 7.5. Elshon's already got 3 for 34 and a touchdown. He's got Zeke, James White, 2 studs so far this year. He's got Rodgers Monday night with Tommy got nobody on Monday night. So that all come down to the pack. Tommy now sports David Johnson and Zach Ertz after our big trade. I think now is a good time to talk about it, Show. Give us the thoughts. What do you think?
Looking at the trade, you had to do something, right? Like,
right.
You were kind of feeling back against the wall. Moves got to be made. My rule of thumb is something that I've just kind of taken in as of late. I don't want good running backs on bad teams, and Tommy has 2 of them starting for him. Not a knock on him, but I'm just saying. Zach Ertz with his big 0 spot as of right now, and Alshon already getting a touchdown.
Did we hit the sell high moment on Ertz correctly?
Little Dallas Goedert in your life could change a lot of things. But if I have to give a prediction, I'm going to go feed Zeke with his spoon greater than Tommy Potter's lightning bolts.
Ooh. There it is.
Yep.
Tommy Potter's just fuming in the corner over there.
So what I'm going to go ahead and say about this guest appearance is, since this is such an honor and he's just treating it like it's fucking trash, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm revoking the –
Yeah.
This doesn't count on our record.
No, it doesn't. He's just sitting over there on his computer lamenting.
Yep, he should be.
He's free to come up whenever he wants. Talk about his article that he has written, but he's lamenting. All right, on to the next. That's enough on the old Tommy Potter. We have Brett Bergeson versus Dylan Alderman. The matchup of the 1 and 4 is the matchup of the teams who had most recently got their first win. And they're both solid teams this week. I don't know. This is a tough one. I think they're both sporting very average teams. I think I like Dylan's just a little bit more, but it'll be fun watching this Sunday night. It'll come down to with Brady. I think, that's what it looks like. So yeah. I like Dylan's Tom Brady putting him over the edge Sunday night. What do you got?
This is what I have to say about that game. Chuck's dream, maybe a little momentum after a big first W. Weight room
We
option.
both got big first W's, Sean.
Me and Dylan are in a bad spot right now. He won't return my phone calls or my text messages, but whatever.
Who are you trying to trade for?
That's between me and my diary. So right now, just for everyone else to see, I'm going Chuck's sister's vagina greater than TB12 in this matchup.
Wait, so the one thing we have to ask ourselves was, did Casey get back with Chuck's sister? After a big
Early reports, I did talk to inside sources in the league. There has been no communication besides maybe a potential drunk text here and there.
Is a drunk text enough to get Chuck's dream of win? Is that?
I think it's enough to keep summer shenanigans alive.
Oh God, that's too good.
But I also feel like we've started a new trend to where Casey legit has to find a new woman every time we draft.
Yeah, I know. Until after 11 years, then everybody.
Then he can get married. Then he can, as long as we all have a turn at one of his ladies of the night names.
Right, exactly. That's all we ask for, Casey. That's all we ask for. All right. Now we got the matchup of a couple cock-sucking mudjackers. We have Patrick versus Trapsy. Traps is at 4-1. Storm's at 3-2. Storm's got the Eagles D going right now. He's already got a pick of the old Eli Manning. It's a good play. Good play. So I said earlier, Traps doesn't have the Saints that he usually does this week, which will be tough, but I still think he's got a good squad. Plugging in Julian Edelman. He should be solid again in a high-scoring matchup. I just don't like the wide receivers of Storm, and he's got so many bad wide receivers. It's crazy. I thought I have a lot of bad wide receivers. He puts me to shame.
Yeah, this one's going to be a little tough to draw, so I'm going to take this one off because I'm not.
Oh, come on. You got to draw something.
Okay, all right. I'm going to, kind of draw as I talk.
Yep.
So we're just going to basically if TJ Yeldon can get you 20, C-Mac's going to get you 20. You got to think, right?
Yeah, I think they're both – those guys are both in smash spots.
And if Kirk Cousins gets hurt again, or not get hurt again, throws for a lot of yards. I'm thinking about injuries right now as I'm drawing. My fault. But if Kirk Cousins can have himself a game, Andy Dalton has to go play the old rival Steelers. I don't know. Hopefully this is a game. Hopefully Sunday night we have a kicker versus a flex running back situation. That's what we can cheer for.
It goes down to the Green Bay D on Monday night, actually. That's always fun.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
So if I was –
let's see it.
You know what? I'm ready to make my prediction after my drawing. So these are two human legs. This knee is bad, and this is Leonard Fournette's ankle that's bad. But I'm going with ACL tear bad. There you go.
That's the worst one. That's terrible.
I'm getting work. These guys aren't giving me much to work with.
All right. So we're going on to the next one. This might be the first game of two contenders. Maybe Tom and Ellie's with two contenders. Anyways, we got Mia's Lucky Day. That's your squad shell, sitting at 4-1. Projected for 102. Not too high for you. You're usually a lot higher than that. Versus Isaac, who's projected for 114. You're starting Dion Lewis and Dede Westbrook. What the hell happened?
Kenny Golladay is on a bye, and Chris Thompson. My team isn't set yet. Don't worry about that, baby.
All right.
No, Chris Thompson's a little banged up, but Dede Westbrook, because of Kenny Golladay and T.Y. Hilton's a little busted her up right now. But, my running backs are just going to survive until I get my stallion in my IR spot to come off IR and win the Texans job. I think Gordon and the boys, it's an even number week. Amari Cooper's going to get his. Honestly, but I know I say this every week. I'm nervous about a matchup. My quarterback is going to feed his running back every time he throws, depending on the Cook's Cup concussion situation.
You're gonna play early on. You're gonna play.
If Pat Mahomes shows out Sunday night at Foxborough, I'm gonna be really sad.
It's gonna be all the Mahomes to Kelsey, and I cannot wait.
I'm just gonna sit in my apartment just bummed.
Well, I'm rooting for you because I don't want Isaac to win. I need to win our division, and I think I can take over Zeebs. I don't know. I need some help taking over Isaac. So I'm rooting for you, but I'm not predicting you for a win this week.
So I'm gonna go with my heart, and my heart always says, "When in doubt, crank it out, baby." We're going for the W, and that's CJ.
That's CJ. Yeah. If you can't tell, Casey recognizes, but the rest of us may not tell. That is CJ.
I didn't have like a orange marker for like a ginger, but I'll work that into next week's show.
CJ was a ginger?
I think CJ had some Irish qualities too.
The only picture I have seen is Isaac's logo, and she's blonde, but that's okay.
Yeah,
whatever. All right.
Hey, how'd the Eagles score?
I guess due to poor planning on my part, the game of the week is the Desperate Dragons versus the Dark Lord Voldemorts, which is just a bad game of the week. But the cousin battle, I guess, is always an intriguing angle you could go with. I'm down by 10 points early on. Saquon's got 6.5, and Nelson Aguilar, who I traded to Austin, has 3.5. So other than that, Austin's got the Keenan Allen Tyreek Hill, which looks really good, but you never know. They haven't been great this year.
Right.
AP, who is always hit or miss. I don't know. His team's solid. My team needs my new look team with Joe Mixon and Jarvis Landry. Hopefully they can spark something here. Otherwise, I don't know. I got some work to do on my roster as I'm only projected 71 right now with no tight end. And
you'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out. Something will happen.
Maybe you'll trade for Andrew Luck. We don't know.
I mean, I got Jameis. I don't need Andrew Luck.
Yes, you do. You didn't think you did last week. You could always use a little luck on your side, baby. So I'm looking at Saquon's at 20. AP is he's like the Amari Cooper of running backs. He's either going to get you 3 or 20.
Yep.
I don't know what you're going to get. I do know this. I feel like that Patriots-Chiefs game is going to be an insane scoring game, and Stephon Gilmore is not going to be able to keep up with Mr. Tyreek. Dude, this Sunday night game, I keep looking. Everyone has a weapon.
Yeah, because everybody needs a Patriot or a Chief in their life.
Jiminy Christmas. That's a big game. There's going to be a lot of riding on it. Just looking right now, because I don't know what you're going to do. I chose this game with weapons. So Adrian Peterson's beating stick and Joe Mixon's fist.
That's funny.
So I'm going to go with AP switch.
Yep. I like it. All right. If Tom wants to have any
Yeah, I need to win this week, so I'm on.
All right.
Give me the win on it.
Well, I don't know. Devin, Tom is here. No.
I'm all in, Devin.
Is he guaranteed to win now that he's on or no?
It depends on what kind of content we can expect, you know.
Hit me.
Well, first off, can we get a recap? Can we get a little recap of the write-up this week? Very, very loved it. Loved everything about it. It's exactly what we needed after week 5. Can you go a little bit more in depth to how you kind of came up with the contender/pretender part of it?
Yeah, certainly. Well, thank you for being the one who initiated the process by reaching out. It was a great idea by you, and I just implemented your idea.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, let's start with the pretenders. I can't even remember who they are because those guys are just irrelevant to me right now. But looking at the list here, Dark Lord Voldemort. I know everyone's thrilled, just as I am. He really wants to be a contender this year. It's not going to happen, even if the trade.
Which is crazy. It's crazy.
He made a great point to me earlier today that he drafted Russell Wilson, Doug Baldwin, and Rashad Penny. The Seahawks destroyed him, and it is beautiful. But anyways, as I mentioned in the article, the only way he's coming back is with his brutal scheduling techniques that are very shady.
You went pretty in depth on his future game.
I've been burned by that for 3 straight years with Antonio Brown on bye against him, and Dylan's getting screwed next week. Isaac is losing Kelsey, Mahomes, Gurley, and Woods week 12.
Don't draft your guys against the you play me.
That's the only way you sneak in the playoffs. Let's go next pretenders. Brett and Sorum, my division. I mean, my team's only doing okay right now, but I'm not too worried. Those guys, they've been pretenders for 5 years. Their teams are average. That's all you really need to say about them. Is no one has anything to add. Yeah. Who else a pretender? Dylan. I mean, he killed me this week. That trade hurt me for 1 week.
Yeah.
I still feel all right about it with Le'Veon probably coming back, which is good for Dylan too. Thielen's a slam dunk every week. Le'Veon comes back. Dylan could make noise, but his division, he's 3 games back at Traps and Ellie. So I can't see it.
But could we have a 3-member situation get in? No, because they're all going to beat the snot out of each other.
That is true. And Dylan's total points are so low that he's got to like basically win out here.
Hey, my only thing I got against your article, you're wrong about who's got the most points in this league, boy.
Is it you over Zeebs?
Zeebs is second.
All right. You caught me. Speaking of Zeebs, biggest pretender by far.
I hate that he just freaking destroyed me.
175.
That was an amazing week. Zeebs was telling us all last night that he does not care at all about this league or his team.
Wow.
We were at a trivia night. You can ask Zeebs about that. He's lying because him and Stin and I were driving back from homecoming 2 weekends ago during your matchup, and he had his cell phone up for 3.5 straight hours, looking at every play during your incredible 170 to 170 matchup. So he's in a dark place right now, as is his team. I think Bold hit on everything.
I even brought up to him, I was trying to trade talk with him this week. I brought up, I'm currently leading a fantasy football league. Auto drafted the team, and that team's better than what Z-Barth actually drafted.
You're not wrong.
So
I expected Zeebs to make moves before this. He's normally ahead of the curve, but I don't know. We'll see.
We have some quiet members this year. I don't know if I like it.
I don't like it either.
I feel like the only members that are trading are members that live with each other, or I mean, what do we got here?
And the members that are winning, they're trading. Big plug for trades there. Speaking of trades, Bruggs, did I hear news that he's been talking about trades this week?
Yeah, he wanted Zach Ertz from me.
See,
he is no longer a absent owner. I like it.
it is good.
He's involved.
And
Yeah, but basketball starts Monday.
oh no, that is trouble. But that was my big thing in my article. His team is very, very good.
Yeah.
The only thing that'll stop him is himself. And if he's investing in himself
the
by
Warriors.
trying to trade,
Yeah.
I mean, the sky's the limit for team victory lap, as much as I hate to say it. The rest of the contenders, Ellie's got a wagon of a team, so does Traps. You do as well. You guys are all sitting really pretty right now at 4-1. I mean, there's got to be some big injuries happening before you guys go down. I like to see that you dropped Pierre Garcon, though. Listen, taking my advice, held on to him 6 weeks too long.
I always held out hope. Without Jimmy Garoppolo, I'm like, maybe Beathard will just throw it.
Maybe.
But turns out Kittle's his only guy, so I'm fine with it.
I mean, you don't have too many weaknesses. You're in a little trouble this week with Dede. And if T.Y. stays hurt and Amari's dead, that's your only kind of trouble spot right now. Traps, running back 2 is disgusting, so that's where he could.
It's actually not even that bad. It's it's gross, but
it's bad. It's points. Bad. Ball get points every 4 weeks.
I feel like Traps has to give up one of those 3 dogs that he's got at wide receiver, and
He has to.
he's got to go get something. He needs a complete team.
Traps is easily the best drafter we've ever seen in this league.
Yeah.
It's incredible every year. I don't know what he does, who he pays. Who have I missed? Isaac. Isaac's
He's growing.
he's growing. He's
Like amongst our very eyes. It's crazy.
he's constantly improving and learning, getting better, and that's all you can ask. And he's got a fantastic stack with Mahomes and Kelsey, and Gurley and Woods have been unreal. Like making good pickups too on waivers with
Yeah, Calvin and Tyler Boyd.
a Whereas I picked on Soren, but he's picking up all the Steves, and Isaac's picking up the good plays, and that's why they're going to have a different outcome to their season.
Yeah, it's Isaac's gonna be tough. That's why this is the first week where when I'm up against him, I'm legitimately concerned.
Yeah, you should be. I mean,
You said that last week, I thought.
Dude, I say it every week, but then it turns out to be the opposite. So I keep saying it.
All right, Tommy. Get us a prediction on your week's matchup against Ellie, our fearless leader. Then we can send off here.
I have a little confidence in my team right now. I may put up points, but I have no defense. I can't stop the other team getting littered on. And right from the start here, I trade for Ertz, does nothing. Ellie starts Jeffrey, killing me. I don't know. I'm pretty concerned about this matchup, dropping to 3-3. I finished 7-6.
AB never gives it to the Browns or to the
because you've made a loyal commitment to the show and put in some good time. And I love everything about Baker Mayfield. I would have his children. You are guaranteed a W this week.
Screw Ellie. Ellie's going to be devastated. Mom, what is this? He's already in bed.
Yeah, he is sleeping.
All right.
All right. With that is the Week 6 show. Tune back next week. We get more drawings from Shell. And hopefully I got a second win. What do we all say?
No.
Okay.
No.
Peace out.